Harris, coming at you again from Upper Mainline YMCA. Today I am going to show you how to paint with nature. So this is kind of a two-part activity experiment. What you're going to do first is go out into your backyard and look for things in nature that could potentially be a paintbrush. Use your imagination. There are lots of things out there. Here are some examples. I've got, of course, a piece of an evergreen tree. I also have a pine cone. So this pine cone has been outside and it's been raining the past couple days. So this pine cone is actually pretty soft, which makes it pretty interesting to paint with. I found this to paint with, this bud. Of course, that's gonna be a little dirty, that's okay. Once you find all of your pieces that you're gonna use to paint with, you can either leave them as they are like this, or you can tape them or glue them onto a twig or a stick to make them feel more like a paintbrush. Totally up to you, they're gonna work the same. So then what you need is a piece of paper and your paint and you're ready to get started. So feel free to be creative, right? This is not gonna work exactly like a regular paintbrush. So it's gonna make different patterns, it's gonna make different textures, and that's kind of the idea, is that you want it to be not like a regular paintbrush. It's gonna make a really cool design. So for example, using this piece of evergreen, I didn't get a full brush stroke like I might with a paintbrush, but what I did get is this really cool kind of stripy pattern. With our pine cone, it's going to create more like lines like you would expect from a paintbrush, but of course it's not soaking up the paint, right? So you're going to have to dip in a couple of times to actually get paint onto your paintbrush, and that's okay. Kind of part of it is experimenting and seeing what you can create with the tools that you're given. So it might not be what you're used to, but it's something new and exciting to try. Once you're all done, of course, you can toss any kind of pieces that you've used, because you probably don't want to put the paint out in the wild. And then you can hang up your beautiful piece of art to dry. There you have it. Nature painting. There are lots of different things you can use. Don't limit yourself just to these 4 things that I picked. There are lots of other things that you could use. You can use rocks to make patterns. You could also use leaves in the same way. It does not have to look like this. Really use your imagination, be creative, and find some really cool things out in nature to use as your paintbrush. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. Don't forget to read the description just to see what other ideas and suggestions we have for you that relate to this project. And as always, stay curious.